Hello, I'm JT Clicks. I love you all, and you're all awesome. Okay? All right? So let's get started here. This week, we're going to talk about how Satan uses fear and evil to keep your souls out of heaven. That's what we're going to talk about this week. Okay? All right? My soul's already in heaven with Jesus Christ. Love and heaven. Okay? I am part of Jesus Christ. Love and heaven. Okay? All right? My soul's in heaven. All right? I was attacked by a lot of evil and prejudice and hate. That was not my imagination. You understand? I got more prejudice and hate stories than Jesus Christ. Okay? So, this is about removing your fear and getting your souls back into heaven where they belong. That's what these videos are about. Okay? Now I'm going to explain as much as I can from heaven so you conquer evil and win. Okay? I love you and you're awesome. Okay? I pray for you and I cheerlead your soul to heaven. We love you. We pray for you and we cheerlead your soul to heaven. And if you get attacked by evil, we got your back. Okay? We want you to be a warrior and deliver your soul to heaven so you can defend heaven. Okay? Because when you conquer evil, you're defending heaven. When you remove your fear, you're defending heaven. Okay? All right, so let's get back to the subject. How Satan uses fear and evil to keep souls out of heaven. Well, let's go back to the beginning. Like the beginning of time or whatever, okay? Back when Satan started a war against heaven, okay? So, when Satan started this war against heaven, he created fear, okay? So fear is a spell of Satan, okay? All right? And what happened is evil is created from the fear. That's what evil is created from, fear. Prejudging hate is created by fear. Okay? You prejudge and hate because you live in fear. You act on your fear, you prejudge and hate, and you attack heaven. That's what's happening. Okay? We need to fix that. That's what we're working on. Okay? So, how this works is Satan keeps you in fear with evil. Okay? By keeping you in fear, you never deliver your soul to heaven. Okay? All right? And that's pretty much what Satan does. Okay? Satan keeps you in fear and evil, so you never deliver your souls to heaven. This is what creates suicide and mental illness. Okay? Suicide and mental illness. Suicide is, we have suicide because a person gets attacked by evil and they don't understand the truth from heaven. And that's in the fear and the evils trying to keep their soul out of heaven. That's when a person gets attacked by evil and it hurts them because it attacks their love. Evil attacks love. Okay? And when a person gets attacked by evil, it hurts them. Okay? And they want to escape the pain. And what do? They commit suicide. Because they don't know the truth from heaven. Heaven is at war against Satan. Satan started a war against heaven when he created fear and evil. When he created fear, that created evil. Okay? And how this spread throughout the land was through civilization. Okay? Is how fear and evil spread throughout the land. Okay? And that's how that spread throughout the land. And this kept your love weak and broken in fear and evil, so you never deliver your souls to heaven. The purpose of fear and evil is to keep your souls out of heaven. Okay? That is the purpose of it. That's why it's there. Okay? All right? Living in fear, this is what makes you a sinner. Okay? Living in fear is what makes you a sinner. As you remove your fear, you remove your sin. Okay? This is done through believing in yourself. Okay? All right? The things that are caused by fear are evil, prejudging hate. Okay? All right? Suicide is created by evil. When a person gets attacked by evil, they commit suicide. That's how Satan keeps your soul out of heaven. Okay? All right? Okay? All the chaos you see throughout the world is caused by fear. All the bad shit you see going on around the world is caused by fear. Okay? When somebody sins, that's because they have fear in them. When you remove all your fear, you become a non-sinner. Okay? And then your soul enters heaven when you remove your fear. Living in fear is keeping your soul out of heaven. Okay? You do this while you're alive. Okay? Because when you do this, you're conquering evil. When you remove your fear, your love is conquering evil. Okay? All right? Prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards, defend Satan. They live in fear and they defend Satan. That's what they do. When you increase the forces of your love, you will be attacked by that. That they try to keep your love weak and broken in fear, so you never deliver your soul to heaven. Okay? That's what prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards do. All right? They attack you with things like hate. They break your balls, they break your chops, they stab you in the back with the prejudice attack. They blame you for this, blame you for that. When you're doing something that ain't never good enough for them, that's all prejudging hate. That attacks love. That attacks heaven. Because heaven is at war against Satan. Okay? You need to know that heaven is at war. This is not a religion. This is a war against evil to put your soul back in heaven. Okay? All right? Doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't make a difference. Your soul belongs in heaven while you're alive. Because when your soul is in heaven, you'll be conquering evil. The biggest enemy to heaven. Okay? All right? So, doesn't matter what religion you are. When you increase the forces of your love, you get attacked by prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards. They live in fear, and they attack love. This keeps your love weak and broken in fear. They break love. This is what trolling means when they troll you, things like that. That's prejudice and hate. When you get trolled, things like that. That's evil. Okay? All right? What else can I add to that? Yeah. Fear and evil is keeping your soul out of heaven. What it does is it keeps your love weak and broken. That's what fear and evil does. Fear and evil keeps your love weak and broken. It makes you bow and break to prejudice and hate. That's what it does. Fear and evil makes you bow and break to prejudice and hate and keeps your love weak in fear. This goes against you believing in yourself, and it goes against you winning. It goes against you not giving up, because we don't want you to give up. When we tell you never to give up to win, we want to prevent suicide and put your soul into heaven. That's what we want to do. Okay? Because when you enter the war for heaven, you're going to enter the world of mental illness probably. And just know that that's what it is. I went into a deep depression when I delivered my soul to heaven. I was in a deep depression when my soul entered heaven. Okay? I was attacked by a lot of prejudice and hate right before my soul entered heaven. I was playing bass guitar. I never gave up, and I did what they say couldn't be done. Okay? I did what they say couldn't be done. I went against the laws of prejudice, and I delivered my soul to heaven. That's what happened. I went against the laws of prejudice. Like, you can't do that, or that's impossible. Things like that, you know? Can't tell you how many times I heard that before my soul entered heaven. Okay? I was attacked by a lot of prejudice and hate. I was attacked by a lot of evil. Okay? Because I didn't live in fear, I did not commit suicide. Okay? Alright? So, I love you and I pray for you and I want your soul to make it to heaven. Because if your soul makes it to heaven, you win. You win. Okay? That means, you know, if your soul is in heaven, that means you win when you die. And you will not fear death. Things like that, okay? Because you won't be living in fear anymore. All right? So, okay? So, the ways that fear and evil keeps your soul out of heaven. Prejudice and hate keeps your soul out of heaven. Prejudice makes you give up, okay? When prejudice makes you give up, that's breaking your love. Okay? That's how it breaks your love. Evil attacks love and breaks it. So soul doesn't make it to heaven. That's what evil does. Evil attacks love, breaks love, keeps it weak in fear. It makes you bow and break through fear, prejudice and hate, things like that. Okay? When it attacks you. Okay? And this keeps you in fear. So you never see the truth from heaven. Okay? Because when you remove all your fear, you start to see the truth from heaven. Okay? That's why it's so important to remove your fear. If you live in fear, you will defend Satan. If you remove your fear, you will defend heaven. Okay? All right? What else can I explain? Fear. Things that are caused by fear. I explained that. Terrorism is caused by fear. Things like that. Okay? Fear goes against you believing in yourself. Prejudice makes you give up. See, if you believe in yourself and you never give up to win, that's going to increase the forces of your love. Okay? Against evil. You got to go against evil. And know you're going against evil. You want to win against evil. Okay? Because evil's probably going to start a war with you. And you don't want to lose. You want to win. Okay? Because then you're going to enter the war for heaven. And you're going to start getting attacked by things like prejudice and hate. Trolls and cowards, things like that. Okay? Because when you increase the forces of your love, they're trying to break your love to keep it weak. And it's never going to end. They're constantly going to attack you. So just know that that's what it is. All right? Prejudice breaks love. Evil breaks love. That's what it does. And when it breaks love, a lot of times it causes suicide. Because it hurts you. When your love gets broken, it hurts. That's when it hurts and you want to escape the pain. Don't commit suicide. You're being attacked by evil. When you go into a deep depression and it hurts, you're being attacked by evil probably. Okay? That's because your love's being attacked by evil. Prejudice and hate. Prejudice and hate creates depression, panic attacks, things like that. Okay? I went into mental illness because of this. This caused a mental illness. I'm mentally ill because of this. Because I delivered my soul to heaven the correct way. against evil. I followed Jesus Christ to heaven against evil. I believed in myself. I never ever gave up, and I did what they say couldn't be done, and I delivered my soul to heaven. That's what I did. And I was attacked by a lot of prejudice and hate, and guess what? That was not my imagination. I was attacked by a lot of prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards. I have no friends because of this. Because everybody lives in fear. I have no friends. Nobody calls me and answers, "Hey John, how you doing?" Rarely do I get a phone call from somebody. A girlfriend? Forget about it. That ain't happening. Ladies want nothing to do with me. Because everybody prejudges and hates me. And I'm not going to commit suicide when I'm defending heaven. Because I'm defending heaven. I'm being attacked by evil and I'm defending heaven. I don't play games when I defend heaven. I tell them prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards, they could take their prejudice and hate and stick it up their asses. I tell Satan, he could take his fear and evil and stick it up his ass. That's what I tell him. This is a war. This is not a religion. You gotta get tough, like a warrior. You wanna win? You gotta get tough, like a warrior. You gotta take no shit. Get tough, like a warrior. You gotta become unbreakable. You gotta become unbreakable love. You gotta believe in yourself, never ever give up to win against evil. That will make you powerful, unbreakable love. Just like Jesus Christ. Okay? That's what we need to do here. That's what I'm teaching you in my videos. Okay? I'm sorry I curse a little bit, and maybe this is not for children or whatever you think is appropriate, but this is not a game. This is real. Putting your soul into heaven is real. If you want eternal life, you got to put your soul in heaven where it belongs. So when you die, you win. You got to win against evil. Okay? This is what I'm showing you in my videos. Okay? Satan created fear and evil to keep your soul out of heaven. Okay? That's it. All right? Fear and evil creates suicide. Mental illness is the causes and effect between prejudice and hate and love. Yeah. And heaven. Because it's actually prejudice and hate attacking heaven. That's what it is. And as your soul gets closer to heaven, you're going to get attacked by this more and more and more. Jesus Christ was attacked by this. Okay? The truth about Jesus Christ was he was being attacked by evil. Okay? He was tortured and murdered before he could tell you how to get to heaven. He won because his soul was already in heaven when they tortured and murdered him. Okay? That's the truth about Jesus Christ. He was conquering evil. His love was conquering evil. He was attacked by prejudice and hate. I think you know that. I got more prejudice and hate stories than Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ has a lot of prejudice and hate stories. Okay? Prejudice and hate is the biggest enemy to heaven. Fear is the biggest enemy to heaven. The forces of love removes fear. That's what it does. It removes fear. When we conquer evil, we want to remove the fear. Because when we remove the fear, we remove the evil. Because evil is created by the fear. Okay? All right? Okay. Now I'm going to explain to you how to deliver your soul to heaven. Okay? I'm going to explain to you how an animal delivers its soul to heaven. Okay? An animal has to survive in the wild. Okay? It has to do like two things. Okay? It believes in itself and it never ever gives up to win because it has to survive in the wild. That keeps its soul in heaven. Okay? The animal in heaven never lose. Okay? That keeps its soul in heaven. So when it dies, it wins. That means its soul stays in heaven. Okay? When an animal dies, it wins. Well, it works the same way with a human. Okay? With a human, you believe in yourself and you never ever give up to win against evil. Because now you're living in civilization. When you live in civilization, now we have fear and evil. That's how fear and evil spread throughout the land. And you all started believing in prejudice through civilization. You stopped believing in heaven and you stopped delivering your souls to heaven. That's what happened. When civilization came about, you stopped believing in heaven. This is where you stopped believing in yourselves. And you gave up. That's it. Because prejudice causes you to give up. And you believed in something else. And you stopped believing in heaven. When you believe in heaven, you believe in yourself and you never give up to win because you know heaven is at war. You and heaven never lose. Okay? That's it. Heaven is at war. You and heaven never lose. Quitters don't win. Winners don't quit. That's how I made my love unbreakable. And I wasn't sure how I did this for the longest time. It took me quite a while to figure that one out. When I increased the forces of my love is when I figured it out. That it's never give up. An animal never gives up. To win, and that keeps its soul in heaven. So you gotta never give up to win. Okay? So when you believe in yourself and you never give up to win, you start to remove your fear. Okay? Alright? You start removing your fear. And as you're removing your fear, you're removing more prejudge and hate. You're removing the prejudice and hate. A person that doesn't live in fear does not prejudge and hate. Okay? They make good decisions. They know the difference between good and bad. They probably know the difference between good and evil when they don't live in fear. Now all they have to do is understand the truth so they can put their soul in heaven again. Okay? When you believe in yourself and you never ever give up to win, you're removing your fear. You're making your love powerful and unbreakable, just like Jesus Christ. Your love starting to conquer evil. That's what happens. Your love starts to conquer evil. Believing in yourself removes your fear. Never giving up to win goes against prejudice. That's how we fight prejudice. Never give up to win is how we fight prejudice. This is how we fight prejudice. The biggest enemy to heaven. Okay? Prejudice and hate is the biggest enemy to heaven. We need to remove the fear. That's where the prejudice and hate's created from. That's why we need to remove the fear. Okay? Now what happens is, as you're removing your fear, you're automatically behaving. You automatically behave. You're starting to become a non-sinner. Because your soul's getting closer to heaven. you'll automatically become a non-sinner as you remove your fear. Okay? Never give up to win. Okay? All right? And don't listen to crap like, oh, you can't do that, or that's impossible. Okay? Don't listen to that stuff. Okay? That's prejudice. That's the laws of prejudice. That stuff. Discouragement are the laws of prejudice. Don't listen to any discouragement. Do what they say can't be done. You're a warrior. Do what they say can't be done. Put your soul back in heaven. That's what I did. I actually accidentally delivered my soul to heaven. I accidentally found heaven. I wasn't even trying to deliver my soul to heaven. I was just trying to survive being attacked by evil. And I accidentally delivered my soul to heaven. It took me years to figure out what happened and how and why. Okay? This is the truth from heaven. There's only one truth, and that's in heaven. I see the truth in real time. Okay? So, what happens is, as your love gets stronger and stronger and stronger, you start to see the truth in real time. You start to see the truth. You start to know the difference between good, bad. You start to become a non-sinner. And as you become a non-sinner, if you become a non-sinner doing this, your soul enters heaven automatically, because you stop bowing and breaking to prejudice and hate. And you removed your fear. When you remove your fear, you will stop bowing and breaking to prejudice and hate. And hate and corruption and things like that. Okay? And then you know you're being lied to, things like that. You start to see the truth from heaven when you remove your fear. You see the real truth from heaven. Okay? And as your soul enters heaven, you win. If your soul enters heaven, it means you win. Your love is conquering evil. Okay? All right? You're not going to live in fear. You're not going to fear death, because you know you're going to heaven. You know your soul's already in heaven. If you know your soul's already in heaven, that means you're going to win when you die. You're not going to fear death. If you know you win when you die, you're not going to fear death. Okay? And don't fear judgment, because you're the judge. Whether you delivered your soul to heaven or not, there is no judgment at heaven. Okay? Heaven is a beautiful, tranquil, pure love and freedom for your soul. That's what heaven is. Okay? All right? And don't fear God. Don't fear me. Please don't fear me. That's the problem. You fear God. And when you fear God, you attack heaven. This causes you to attack the truth when you live in fear. Don't fear God. Don't fear Jesus Christ. Don't fear the Lord. Okay? All right? And don't fear Satan. Kick the shit out of him, because you're increasing the forces of your love to fight back. Okay? You're increasing the forces of your love to fight back evil. All right? Okay? So we got to remove your fear. That's the game plan. Remove your fear. Get your soul back in heaven. You may get attacked. You're going to get attacked by evil. We want to prevent suicide and get your soul back into heaven. Because when you start having mental issues and it hurts, you're being attacked by evil probably. Most likely you're being attacked by evil. Because your soul's entering heaven. When your soul enters heaven, you're going to get attacked by evil. Because you're defending heaven. Okay? And we don't want you to commit suicide. Okay? When a person gets attacked by evil, they commit suicide because they don't understand the truth. Okay? All right? I think that's it on how to get your soul to heaven. Always believe in yourself. Never, ever give up the win. Be a warrior. get tough. Okay? All right? You in heaven never lose, because you're in the war for heaven. That means you in heaven never lose. Okay? When you go against Satan, you in heaven never lose. Okay? Satan's going to start a war with you. You in heaven never lose. You go after Satan and increase the forces of your love. You got to chase him, just like I did. It's like chasing a dream. You got to chase him. Okay? Know that he's there. Know that he causes evil. Know that he creates fear and evil. Is created by Satan. This is what's keeping your soul out of heaven. We need to go against this. Get your soul back into heaven where it belongs. Okay? All right. Now we're going to talk about the causes and effect of prejudice and hate versus the forces of love. Because that's what you're going to be. You're going to be the forces of love. Once your soul's getting closer to heaven, or it's in heaven, you're conquering evil. You have become the forces of love. You become part of heaven when your soul's in heaven. So you become part of love and freedom. You become an advocate for love and freedom when you do this. Okay? You'll become an advocate for love and freedom. Okay? And you're definitely going to become an advocate for love and freedom. You're going to know what love and freedom is all about. And that evil attacks love and freedom. Okay? Evil attacks love and freedom. When you believe in yourself and you never ever give up to win, this is what you're doing. You're defending your love, heaven, while delivering your soul to heaven. This protects your soul and heaven while increasing the forces of your love. You are defending love and freedom with the forces of love when you do this. Okay? Because that's what heaven is. It's a love and freedom. Okay? Well, evil attacks that. This is how prejudice and hate attacks love and freedom. Okay? It wants to take your love and freedoms away because it wants to keep your soul out of heaven. That's why socialism, communism, things like that, a dictatorship, that stuff takes all your love and freedoms away. So you can't deliver your soul to heaven. Okay? That's what that does. Socialism, communism, a dictatorship takes your love and freedoms away, so you never deliver your soul to heaven. It goes against you delivering your souls to heaven. Socialism, communism, dictatorship. These things go against. These are evil. These go against you delivering your souls to heaven. These create fear and evil. Socialism, communism, dictatorship create evil. This is what makes civilization evil. Socialism, communism, and dictatorship. This is what makes civilization evil, because they don't believe in love and freedom. Okay? When you believe in love and freedom, you are delivering your soul to heaven. Okay? All right? Now what happens is, okay, causes and effect, let's get back to that. What happens is, as you're delivering your soul to heaven, your love's going to increase. You're going to go up against their prejudice. Okay? You're going to go up against the prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards, because they live in fear and they defend Satan. Okay? They're going to attack you. Okay? You're going to go up against them. They're going to attack you. Don't bow and break to them. Okay? They're going to attack you because you're increasing the forces of your love. You're going to get attacked by things like hate, ball breaking, job breaking, the stab in the back, prejudice attack. It ain't never good enough. They're going to prejudge and hate you. That's what they're going to do. You're going to get prejudged and hated because you increase the forces of your love. That's it. You're in the war for heaven. Okay? So you never give up to win. Okay? because you in heaven never lose, all right? So now you're defending heaven, okay? Now, let's say somebody breaks your balls or chops, and they're trolling you or whatever. They're trying to break your love. And when they can't break your love, you're gonna drive them out of their minds. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna drive them out of their minds. You're gonna drive them crazy. And they're gonna keep coming at you, and they ain't gonna quit. They're gonna keep trolling you and coming at you. That's when you say, hey, buddy, you know, my soul's already in heaven. I win when I die. Have a nice life. That usually shuts them up. You know, you're allowed to defend heaven, you know? Or if they attack you and you want to get a little nasty about it, you say, hey, listen here. You can take your prejudice and hate and you can stick it up your ass. That's what you tell them. You know what I mean? That's what I tell them, prejudice and hate and trolls and cowards. They can take their prejudice and hate and stick it up their asses. I don't play games when I defend heaven. Okay? This is a war. This is not a religion. Okay? And when you defend heaven, you're not playing games. You want to keep your soul in heaven. You don't want them to break you. So you want to keep your soul in heaven. You got to fight back like a warrior. You got to tell them where it's at. You got to tell them the truth. And that truth may hurt them. Oh well, too fucking bad. I'm sorry I curse. But you know what? This is a war. Okay? This is not a religion. This is a war. Okay? All right. What else? You're defending love and freedom with the forces of love. That's what you're doing. Okay? Evil attacks love and freedom. Okay? So, prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards, live in fear. They attack love and freedom. They defend Satan. They are socialism, communism, dictatorship. That's what they are. These are regimes of evil. These things keep your souls out of heaven. Okay? That's why they're there. Fear and evil keeps your soul out of heaven. That's why it's there. Okay? By keeping you in fear, it's keeping your soul out of heaven. Don't bow and break the fear. Don't bow and break the prejudice and hate. When you get your love strong enough and powerful enough, you're going to stop bowing and breaking the prejudice and hate. You will only bow and break to Jesus Christ, love in heaven. That's it. Okay? All right? I love you. I pray for you. I cheerlead your soul to heaven. And we, Jesus Christ, love in heaven, got your back if you get attacked by evil. Okay? We got your back. Jesus Christ had my back all the way to heaven. Okay? I thought about him while I was being attacked by prejudice and hate. I was attacked by a lot of prejudice and hate. My entire life and career was destroyed by prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards. Okay? Satan uses fear and evil to keep your soul out of heaven. He uses socialism, communism, dictatorship. These are regimes of evil. Okay? When you believe in pure love and freedom, you believe in heaven. Okay? When you believe in pure love and freedom, you believe in heaven. Because that's what heaven is. Okay? I was attacked by a lot of evil because I believed in love and freedom. I believe a lot of veterans get attacked by evil because of that. Okay? Because they believe in love and freedom and they defended their country because they believe in love and freedom. And I believe a lot of veterans got attacked by evil and they commit suicide because they don't understand the truth. I want them to understand the truth. I love our veterans. They defend love and freedom. Okay? I love our armed services. They defend love and freedom. Okay? And our veterans and our armed services, they deserve better. Okay? They get the forces of love from me, that's for sure. I back them with the forces of love. Okay? Because they defend love and freedom. All right? We love them. We pray for them. Okay? And we cheerlead their souls to heaven when they defend love and freedom. Okay? From heaven. All right? Or veterans, or armed services, okay? All right? Or anybody, any American that wants love and freedom. Any American. Okay? Or anybody that wants love and freedom. Anybody. Okay? We love, we pray for them, and we cheerlead their souls to heaven. And we want them to remove their fear so their soul enters heaven again, where it belongs. Okay? Because that's what heaven is. It's a pure love and freedom. Thrive for pure love and freedom when you're delivering your soul to heaven. Know that that's what heaven is. Okay? All right? And as you remove your fear, you become a non-sinner. Things like that. Okay? Evil attacks love and freedom. Well, when you increase the forces of your love and conquer evil, you're defending love and freedom with the forces of love. That defends heaven. Okay? All right? Okay? I ran this video for about 42 minutes. So I think it's long enough. We love you, Jesus Christ, love in heaven. Okay? All right? We pray for you. We cheerlead your soul to heaven. And we got your back if you get attacked by evil. Okay? We got your back. Jesus Christ, love in heaven. We got your back if you get attacked by evil. Know that we're there. We got your back. When you increase the forces of your love, we got your back. You're already connected to heaven. All you have to do is put your soul back in heaven where it belongs. That's all you got to do. Okay? You're already connected to heaven. You just got to deliver your soul to heaven where it belongs. Okay? All right? Until next week, I'll think of another topic. All right? Okay.